I'm giving everyone a break by not talking about a film about a psychopathic killer clown, but I am going to be talking about a delusional failed magician turned psychopathic ventriloquist. Magic is a very underrated and underappreciated horror movie from the 70s, starring an already middle-aged Anthony Hopkins. For those who loved Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter, then this one might be worth a watch too. Hopkins plays unsuccessful magician Corky, who later replaces magic with ventriloquism, a talent he soon realizes he's more successful with.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so.
Tommy Fats is a creepy old-fashioned doll who Corky develops a strange relationship with throughout the film, and who ends up possessing and controlling Corky's decision-making and morality. Corky's agent, played by Burgess Meredith, tries to sign Corky a television contract. However, as the film progresses, Corky's mental state deteriorates and Fats begins to completely take control of his life. He stays at a resort in the mountains owned by a woman he used to have feelings for. He soon begins to develop feelings for her again while staying there. However, Fats' control over Corky prevents anything from happening. As Fats begins to take control of Corky's mind, as a viewer there's two different ways to interpret it. Either Corky's completely the same and believes the dummy is real, and challenging him conflicts him with his own mentality and opinions, or that Fats is able to manipulate Corky and heavily influence the decisions he makes. It's pretty much a psychological horror film in that sense. The greatest thing about this film is the script and the delivery of the script. Everything is so well thought out, from the pacing of the dialogue to the physical performances of the actors. You can really tell Hopkins was on his way to bigger things here. He perfectly captures his character's downward spiral into insanity, which is what inevitably led him to bigger characters like Hannibal Lecter. There's a brilliant scene where Corky's agent challenges him not to let Fats talk for 5 minutes, and the way it's done is extremely effective. It manages to build up such a suspense just from the silence alone. As an audience member, it becomes extremely tense to watch because we know Corky isn't going to make the whole 5 minutes. With every passing second, you can feel the urge of him wanting to pick Fats up as he struggles to maintain the resistance. It really is terrific acting from Hopkins. The film was directed by legendary director Richard Attenborough, who of course is known for timeless movies like Jurassic Park, Great Escape, and of course Gandhi. This is one of his little-known movies that nobody really talks about. This is the ultimate ventriloquist movie, as niche as that subgenre sounds. No other horror movie featuring a dummy comes close to this in my eyes. The only thing that comes remotely close is the Twilight Zone episode simply titled Dummy, which is also worth checking out. The movie also takes inspiration from Dead of Night from 1945, which also featured a dummy in one of its stories. Magic honestly has everything: great acting, great script, superb directing, and the creepiness is actually effective. In a time where we've all become desensitized to killer doll movies Hollywood shits out every year, it's worth going back and checking out the movie that came before all of that rubbish and still holds up today. Highly recommended, check it out.
5 minutes? I can make him shut up for 5 years.